My name is Major Problem. Now let's get to the root of the problem. In chapter 105 of the Holy Quran, we are reminded of the small birds, also known as swallows, martins, ababil in Arabic, which destroyed the elephant's march towards Mecca. In the name of Allah, the All-Beneficent, the All-Merciful. Have you not regarded how your Lord dealt with the men of the elephant? Did he not make their stratagems go awry, and send against them flocks of birds? A small bird can crash the latest aircraft, also known as a bird strike. A small insect can block an aircraft's pitot tubes, which can lead to incorrect sensor readings. JF-17 Thunder Block 3 SWOT analysis. So looking at the strengths, it's the world's only air force which designed its own fighter jet, world's longest range beyond visual range missile, the Chinese PL-15, which is a part used from the Chinese J-20 stealth fighter, exported to Myanmar Air Force and Nigerian Air Force, and Argentina, Azerbaijan and Iraq contract talks are in progress. 150 plus in service with the Pakistani Air Force, which are in Block 1 and 2 and 3 configuration. Combat proven in Operation Swift Retort against the Indian Air Force and various anti-terrorist operations within the northwestern frontier province in Pakistan. The price is very appealing because you can buy a new JF-17 for the price of a used fighter jet. Modular systems architecture to facilitate easy upgrades of a fighter jet its lifetime. Flexible AESA radar options in Block 3, the Chinese KLJ-7A or Italian Leonardo Grifo E for export customers. Extra hardpoint under fuselage for ECM pods electro-optical targeting system from the Turkish Assault Pod system. Flexible weapons integration such as the South African Denel Dynamics A-Data within visual range missile. Flexible all-weather weapons delivery platform, nuclear, air-to-air, air-to-ground, air-to-sea, using the CM400 AKG missile. Wide-angle holographic heads-up display, again another part used from the Chinese J-20. Missile approach warning system, again from the J-20. Upgraded self-defense systems, a part used from the J-10C. 3-axis digital fly-by-wire flight system. In-flight refueling for long-range missions. A diverterless supersonic intake which offers excellent aerodynamic characteristics, simultaneously saving weight, so that's used on the F-35 and the J-10C. Long service life, reduced operational costs over fighter jet lifetime. Data link for networked modern Air Force to overcome enemy defenses and threats. Lead-in flight trainer option dual-seater available. HMD, pilot's helmet mounted sight. Increased use of composite materials in fuselage and wing structure. Dual wing pylons for medium range air-to-air missiles. Looking at the weaknesses, so it has a single engine failure. The existing Klimov RD-93 engine is smoky and leaves visible trails. Limited beyond visual range loadout of 4 missiles fully laden. Internal cannon double-barrel GSH-23 fires small caliber rounds compared to PF fighter jets, which is a hangover from the MiG-21 design which is based on. Looking at some opportunities, so addressing the weaknesses in blocks 1, 2, 3 in the subsequent block 4 version. Incorporate the new RD-93A engine when it becomes certified, and that will increase the thrust to weight ratio and reduce the smoky signature. Export countries to export orders to potential countries such as Argentina, Malaysia, Qatar, Iran, Ukraine, Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka. Joint exercises with export potential countries. Participate in international air shows. Participate in Air Force procurement tender competitions. Target air forces whose fighters are approaching end of life, such as technology or metallurgy, drone swarm integration, twin engine variant acting as a dedicated bomber for longer range missions, stealth features, and looking at some threats. So it has a crash history of 3 crashes over 13 years. Countries which have poor diplomatic relations with the Republic of China, so that means losing international tenders, lack of spare parts for countries, lack of training. The Klimov RD-93 engine has a high service maintenance rate. Looking at some competitor light fighter aircraft, the Indian LCA Tejas by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, the Chinese FTC 2000G by the Guizhou Aviation Industry Import-Export Company, the Chinese L-15 by the Chengdu Aviation Industry Corporation, the South Korean T-50 by the Korean Aerospace Industries Limited, the South Korean KF-21 by the Korean Aerospace Industries Limited, Italy's M346FA by Leonardo, and the Russian Su-75 by the United Aircraft Corporation.